I will be reading an excerpt from the Willie Lynch letter in The Making of a Slave, the breaking process of the African woman, page 16 through 17. We reverse nature by burning and pulling one civilized nigger apart and bullwhipping the other to the point of death, all in her presence. By her being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed, the ordeal caused her to move from the psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reversed roles. For fear of the young male's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak, independent, but physically strong. Because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offspring to be psychologically independent. What have you got? You got the nigger woman out front and the man behind and scared. This is a perfect situation for sound sleep and economics.
Wow, that's heavy.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All I have to say is I had never read it until Tanae gave it to me. And to me, that was by far the most profound thing that I read. And I couldn't help thinking that I see this every day.
Yes.
I see this every day.
There are so many things that we could be taught to make. How to bake a cake or make a fresh fruit shake. But your subject matter, frankly, has got me a little bit enraged. Because of all the things you chose to teach, it was how to make a slave. I can see you now so full of pride, with a gleam in your eye, teaching all your fellow slave masters how to make a nigga die. The first ingredient you need is a tall, strong black man, so you can show his family that he has no power to stand. Now you need the woman too, and it's best if she's with child. See, this is all very important to you because you just can't have your slaves running wild. You compare them to a horse, a young buck, or a steed. Make them eat from your hands, of course. They'll go wherever you lead. Next, you break their back and make it real, real soft. So just anyone can ride their neck and never, ever fall off. Mr. Lynch, I am surprised that all of this is legal. That you can do this to a nation comprised of a history so regal. Your skill was so superb all those years ago, for I have never, ever heard of a recipe lasting so long. You threw in some pizzazz, some real preservatives, so that what you made would last over 300 and something years. Your job was to get the ball rolling, and you did that very well. Shocked the woman into scared independence as her strong husband got knocked down and fell. See, she can no longer count her blessings on the beatings of his chest. She stood watch to protect him from you, up all night with no rest. Next, she would teach her son about how to be a man, but only in the physical sense though, because this was all in your master plan. He must conceal his spirit, behave nice and pristine. He must produce your products like a well-oiled machine. William Lynch, you also taught us how to separate each other. I wish that you could see us now. slave sisters and slave brothers. Because not even you would believe what you would see today. The behavior of your colored slaves on New Millennium, way past Y2K. See, we still laugh about nappy hair or brag about houses on a hill, or now it's how my car is better than theirs, or is that diamond real? Now she know her stomach is too fat, or my behind too small. His skin is like ashy blue black, or why is she like 6, 7 feet tall? Big Willie, I must say, your teaching gets a high score. See, we run that ball to this very day. We got this. We don't need you no more. So, go ahead, go back to sleep now and roll over in your grave. Oh, congratulations on a job well done by teaching a slave how to make a slave.
Excuse me, everyone, I have a brief announcement to make. Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government is lying about 9/11. Thank you for your time, and good night.
No! That can't be true! Ow!
Mm-hmm. You're having that dream where you made the white people riot, weren't you?
But I was telling the truth.
How many times have I told you you better not even dream about telling white folk the truth? You understand me? Shoot, you better learn how to lie like me. I'm gonna find me a white man and lie to him right now.
Ah! What is your name, boy? Ah! Say it!
Of course I can solve your small slave issue.
They're like wild beasts of the field. A dog has a higher intellect.
Ah! Let me hear you say it. What is your name? Ah!
These old-fame rebellions are proving to be a big problem.
You better learn to say your name, boy.
Slaves have more in common than differences. Therefore, we must use their differences and divide them.
We're not warriors. We're like this. We are individual. We are weak. We're powerless. But if we were to gather our strength like this, then we will know true power.
I use fear, envy, and distrust. We must use sex, status, color, eye and hair color against them. Pichio, field slaves against those that dwell in the house. Those are just some of the differences I will show you in order to gain total control.
Boy, you better get that proud European nonsense out of your head.
You are doing it all wrong. It's causing you to lose money. You invited me here to give you a foolproof method to gain total control of your slaves. It is quite simple. 3 keys. Even a child can use and gain the results. The slaves have more in common than differences. Therefore, you must use their differences and divide them. I use fear, envy, and distrust. You must use sex, color, status, eye and hair color against them. Pitch your field slave versus those that dwell in the house. These are just some of the differences I will show you in order to gain total control of your slaves.
Hey, aku doktor, ha?
Whatever thought you have in your head, you better get it out now.
The blood of the last spiking Adrata runs through my veins. I fear no man.
You best not let Master hear you talking like that. You're stubborn like a mule. I see those lashes didn't get through that thick skull of yours.
Do you know what is more powerful than trust?
Love is more powerful than trust.
No. Distrust. Speech your old pale skin versus your young pale skin. You must use your blonde hair, blue eyed slave versus your dark hair, dark eyed slave. Male against female. Our envy, my friend, is more powerful than respect, admiration, or adulation. This indoctrination into the pale skin slave subconscious is self-refueling. You'll continue it subconsciously for generations. It can last hundreds, even thousands of years.
Yeah, double edge, what's going on? Hey Ralph, listen, cuz yeah, I'm gonna explain how to make a slave. Yeah, I'm gonna take you back in the days to them slave masters. I'm gonna explain how to make a slave. Listen, I've got this big old house, living larger than ever. Bought some slaves at the auction, work hard, they better. Cause I've got this leather, wire lace, bullwhip. I'll tie him to the tree and I'll beat that nigga. Best call me master, best call me sir. I'll ship them in from Africa. And I'll even use the Bible as part of my plan and teach them that they the son of Ham. Cause Ham had a son that was cursed to be a slave and serve his brothers for the rest of his days. Make you my slave, you don't like it, oh well. A white man's heaven is a black man's hell. I brainwash them well by changing the scripture. Send them to church, make them praise my picture. Cause I'ma put a picture of myself as the savior. So looking up to me is just a part of their nature. Take away their history, take away their past, take away their culture, kick them in the arse. Read a book in class, made so much sense, called Making of a Slave by Willie Lynch. And will I lynch? You damn right, sonny. I'll even kill some children in front of their mummy. Cause that'll make their mother wanna protect her seed. And fear will make her raise them to do what I need. And she'll breed that thought into future generations. And future generations will breed the same thoughts into future generations. Slave mentality will soon become just a part of their personality. And that mentality will get passed along. So they keep suppressing each other when I'm gone. And that'll carry on till the end of days. So I can sit back while the slaves make the slaves make the slaves that make you the slave. Run, 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 run. Hey, Master, won't you do me a favor and master these nuts in your mouth, nigga?
How many times have I told you you better not even dream about telling white folk the truth? You understand me? Shoot, you better learn how to lie like me. I'm gonna find me a white man and lie to him right now.